Everybody, I'm at Riverview and I'm going to photograph some trees on 8x10. I'm going to be shooting HP5 and right now I'm sussing out my composition with my little susserouter window. I'll show you what I've sussed out so far. If you're not familiar with this, I use it to suss out compositions. It also helps me which lens I should pick, where I should place the camera. I've had it for about 30 years. This has told me that I need my 120mm lens. That's my Nikkor, extreme wide angle on 8x10. I do use it sparingly just because the corners get really distorted in the image. I don't think it's going to matter here because this part of the tree here, we're not seeing all of it. It's just off to the side of the frame, and this tree is in the distance, kind of in the middle of the frame, and that's off to the side. There may be some distortion there. I don't think it's going to be too bad. Anyways, I'll show it to you on the ground glass and see what you think. It's pretty hard to see with this lens. It's an f8, but it's pretty dark in the ground glass. You can't really see very well, which is a pity. But you can see the tree, the big tree that's closest to me is just off to the side, and then I've got these two trees here. As far as the camera setup goes, front and the back are parallel to each other. I'm not doing any tilts or swings. It's really not necessary with this wide angle lens. So I'm going to rely on stopping the lens down to about f32.5 just to get that one tree completely in focus. So I focused on this tree here. So with that wide angle lens, the 120, I don't really have to worry about too many movements with the lens as far as tilting the lens or swinging it. This tree is pretty close to the camp. Well, it's not that close. It's only a couple meters away. But I focused on this tree. Now, if I was using a longer lens, I would probably introduce a little bit of front swing just to pull that plane of focus. So that this tree and that one over there are in focus. But it's not really necessary with a wide angle lens. This tree in the background is a little bit out of focus. So I'm going to rely on a smaller aperture just to bring everything into focus. So increase the depth of field slightly. Just waiting for the sun to go in behind that tree a little bit more, and then I'll take my photograph. I'm going to take one on HP5, one without a filter, and one with a red filter. I don't know why. I don't know. I guess I want lots of drama. Yeah, I think it's starting to move. I want to have the shadow from that tree coming running right along, right? Kind of like a lead-in. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to stick a film holder in the back and take some pictures. Close the shutter. Okay, I'm going to take my meter reading off of this tree, probably the dark moss. Make sure I have the right ISO. HP5 has an ISO of 400, but I normally shoot it at an EI of 250, just to get a little bit more shadow detail. 1 second at f16. Take a reading off of the sunlit grass. Right here, this grass right here. Okay, it's 5 stops brighter than that tree. Don't make me run over and point which tree. Come on. So 5 stops difference. Remember that. So if I place that tree on zone 3, that sunlit grassy area is going to fall on zone 8. That's perfect. That's ideal. That's a normal subject brightness range. So I can develop my film normally. Okay, we're starting to get some sun through here. 2 seconds at 8.5. Okay, I'm all done. Just to recap, I've shot 2 HP5, one with no filter, one with a red filter. Probably developed the HP5 in Obsidian Aqua. Ooh, mosquitoes are out now. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up, pack up everything, get out of here because the mosquitoes have found me and they're starting to feast. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me, you guys. I'll meet you guys in my darkroom. Dmax 1.53, so 1.43. Still a bit low for carbon, but I know I can print that. HP5 isn't the greatest for carbon printing. Base fog 0.03. Wow, that's really low. Let's check minimum 0.02, 0.01, 0.01. Wow. Let's check our Dmax. 1.4, 1.44. So 1.44. So 1.43. The DRs are about almost the same for both. But I really think the Obsidian Aqua negative better candidate for carbon. Okay, I'm going to scan these in and take a closer look at them, and then I'll be able to determine which one I'm going to work with.